Greetings to all my fellow watch enthusiasts on YouTube and Facebook and wherever else this video is being seen and shared. It's Celine Driver once again, bringing you another unboxing and review of a watch that belongs to me, as opposed to a watch that was loaned in, or a tour watch, or other watches that I reviewed. As you can see, it's a Zelos. Big shock, right? And from the title of the video, you already know what this watch is, so I'll dispense with all the mystery. I did take the watch box out of the sleeve and left it out already because this one was one of the tighter sleeves. So here's the box. Standard Zelos box. We're very familiar with the cigar box style case that they come in. Inside is the grayish brown roll that we've all come to know and love. Nothing unusual here. And inside the roll is, of course, the accoutrement, in addition to the watch. Just put that there. With this watch, you get a brown Horween leather strap, quick release spring bars on that. You also, the watch was originally installed with this rubber strap. Standard spring bars on that. Not this buckle. This buckle came with the strap that I decided to use. And I put the buckle that was on here on here. So standard Tropic rubber strap. Of course, the standard Zelos metal card. Very nice. But here is the very, very, very special Zelos Swordfish that I have been chasing for many, many months. A Timascus, or Titanium Damascus, with the black sand face. Yes, 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 yes. I missed the original. There were only 3 made, so it's no doubt that I missed it. The original Swordfish Timascus, they came out with the Generation 1 version Swordfish. There are only 3 of those made. And, of course, I did not get one of those because I missed. I was bound and determined not to miss this watch, and obviously I did not. This is beautiful. This is absolutely gorgeous. Just look at that case and the bezel this time. The bezel this time is Titanium Damascus as well. And so is the buckle that came with the black rubber strap, which I subsequently transferred to this gorgeous Collareb Italian leather strap, which I purchased just for this watch. You can see the Swordfish on the back in titanium. And this is number 23 of 30. Now, there are 2 versions of this blued Timascus. There's the black sand, which I have here, and there is also the meteorite face. And I am led to believe that the combination of black sand and blue meteorite is 30 total. That's what Elshin told me when I asked him. So this is a 1 of 30. And each Timascus pattern is different. So all of them are unique watches. just absolutely stunning. Great bezel action, as you would expect from a Zelos diver. And this is a true diver's watch. Lines up just fine. No real amount of play in the bezel. Sign of a good quality bezel and bezel action. I love the gold hands, the faux patinaed indices with the loom, and the loom carries over into the bezel itself, so the bezel is fully loomed as well. It's just beautiful. Black crown on this one. That's somewhat unique for Zelos. Usually you get a silver crown or a titanium crown, but this is a blackened crown. Look at the pattern. The pattern is created by just folding the metal over and over and over again. And people who are familiar, or you knife collectors are very familiar with Damascus. But this is Damascus done with titanium alloy. Absolutely gorgeous. Screw down crown, of course. Disengages with a very satisfying pop. You have a date at the 6 o'clock. So first position is the date adjust. Second position is the setting. And of course, hacks the movement. When you're done, push it back in. Screw. And you're done. And it fits nice and flush with the crown guards. So this thing is going to be well protected on the vulnerable crown side. And I like the black sand dial. It's very nice. I like the meteorites too, but I didn't have a black sand watch at all, and I ended up with a Meteorite Titanium Swordfish 42 millimeter that I acquired, and I reviewed in a previous version on my channel. So you can go check that out if you'd like. So let's get a wrist shot of this thing. Now the bracelet, the strap is still just a little stiff because, like I said, I just got it today. It came literally at the same time the watch did. So installing it was, of course, a breeze, but it is a little stiff. And there is a 42 millimeter Damascus Swordfish on my 7¼ inch wrist. As you can see, just like all the other swordfish that I own, it fits perfectly. Not too big, relatively short lug compared to the case, so it will fit smaller wrists. I'd say down to 6-inch wrist would be relatively accommodating. It is a thicker watch though, so maybe 6.5. That's personal preference, of course. I love the detail of the fact that the buckle and even the buckle pin are also heat treated and titanium as well. Just absolutely beautiful. I run out of superlatives when it comes to these watches. It just absolutely amazing. Now, this is not my first Timascus watch. I do own a Timascus ZX7. That was my first one. I would love dearly to get a hold of the Timascus first generation hammerhead, but those are very hard to find, and their owners are definitely not giving those up easily. And I would love to get a hold of one of the Timascus Sky Raiders. Again, not a watch that was produced in large numbers, and not a watch that people are willing to give up easily. But I will be happy with the two that I have, and if the opportunity presents itself to acquire another one, I'll see where I'm at financially at that point. So, got my sheet of facts here. So let's go over them together so we can learn about the watch. This is, as I said, this is the Titanium Damascus 3rd generation Swordfish. Zelos, you may or may not know, is the first to do Timascus or Titanium Damascus. The Zelos folks have shortened it to Timascus or Timascus. I don't know if other watchmakers are doing this right now, but Zelos was indeed the first to do it. It's done by combining 2 different alloys, titanium alloys, a grade 2 alloy and a grade 5 alloy. And during the forging of the metal, the metal is folded multiple times to create the Damascus pattern that you see here. And then each case is individually fired by Elshin himself. Elshin is the guy who's torching these cases and creating the blue effect, or there's also a yellow effect one, which is torched at a lower temperature. The blue ones are done at 500 degrees Celsius, which translates to 932 degrees Fahrenheit for those of us who are still doing the Fahrenheit and not trying to confuse everybody. So bluing this case, you have to heat this thing up to 932 degrees. I don't know for how long. I think that's a quote-unquote trade secret, but that is how you get the blue effect of the case itself. Would you just look at that? Just look at it. Look at it. It's gorgeous. 42 millimeter diameter case, standard swordfish case, essentially, standard size. 48 millimeter on the tip to tip, non-drilled lug, of course. 13 millimeter thick to the flat crystal. 22 millimeter lug width. 300 meter water resistance. It uses the Seiko NH35 movement, and this has caused a bit of angst and controversy out there in the world because these watches were not cheap. I don't think it's a big secret that this Black Sand version costs $1,500. The Meteorite version costs $1,600. And I have seen on the Facebook groups people complaining and moaning and groaning about paying that much money for a watch with a Seiko movement. Excuse me? There are plenty of Seikos out there with Seiko movements that cost more than this. Now, maybe they're not using the NH35, maybe they're using a little bit more upscale movement, but there are plenty of $3,000 and $4,000 Marine Masters and such watches that have Seiko movements in them, and nobody's complaining about those watches. So, I'm not a movement snob. ETA movement, Sellita movement, Seiko movement, it moves the hands and moves the date. Chill, Turbo. It's a movement. I am perfectly fine with a Seiko movement in this watch. All it means for me is a hell of a lot less maintenance and a hell of a lot more time enjoying this watch on my wrist. And not so much time with the thing sitting at a watchmaker's studio waiting to be rebuilt every 15 seconds. So, you don't like the Seiko movement in a Zelos watch, don't buy it. That's my opinion, and, I'm entitled. And so are you. You're entitled too, but the watch snobs, I think, not the watch snobs, the movement snobs need to take a chill pill and relax and enjoy the watch. Stop nitpicking. Sapphire crystal, flat. 120 click bezel. It is a Timascus bezel, as you see. Very smooth bezel action, very vocal, which I like. Great little adult fidget spinner. Beautiful. Beautiful. I mean, I've waited months for this watch. I'm surprised that Elshin sometimes still takes my emails and because all I do is I talk about the stuff I'm waiting for, and he's got a great sense of humor about it, I think, and he just he tolerates it. So big shout out to Elshin for tolerating me and my impatience waiting for a watch that I was very, very, very eager to get my hands on, because I did not want to miss this opportunity to get a Timascus version of this watch. And I didn't. I'm very fortunate, and I know I'm very fortunate, but I'm very appreciative of my good fortune. And so that's it. I'm going to go wear the hell out of this watch. I'm going to honeymoon with this thing for a good long time. Very, very happy. Very happy. Worth the money and worth the wait. Anyway, if you enjoyed this video, and I hope you did, I enjoyed making it because I enjoyed looking at this watch. I really do. I look at this watch when it's on my wrist, even though I know what time it is. And that's a sign of a good watch that you know you're going to love for a long time. But if you enjoyed this video, and I hope you did, please click that thumbs up button for me. That does help my channel. The more likes a video get, the more likely it will show up in searches, because the YouTube algorithms uses likes as part of the criteria for popping a video in a search. Comments, questions, suggestions down below. I read them all. I respond to them all. However, if you are going to be a nasty little individual, or you're going to spam my channel with idiotic links that go to dark web websites, I'm going to delete the comment so nobody sees it, and I'm going to block you so that nobody sees you. If you're new here, of course, welcome. Welcome to my channel. Please feel free to watch as many videos as you like. I hope you enjoy yourself thoroughly. Before you leave, though, please click that subscribe button. And when you do, click the bell icon next to it, so that when I upload new videos or I go live, pardon me, which I do every Wednesday at noon Eastern Time, or other times during the week as the mood and opportunity present themselves to me, you will be alerted to new videos being posted and new live streams being activated. I thank you all for your support. I thank you all for stopping by here. I hope you are staying happy, healthy, and safe. And I will see you in my next video.